Why they lack confidence? Because they want to keep waiting. They keep waiting to get ready. That when I will be ready, I will be able to do it. So I want to tell here that there is no something called readiness.
Mm,
Okay. More than that, it is about feeling.
okay.
It is about feeling. When you feel that, yes, I can do it, that is the time you should start. Even if it's small, even if it's messy, you should start. That start is very important. I think the first one was when the thought came that I want to do something. The second thought came in my mind, who am I to do this? The reason is because I thought it requires somebody who is well qualified, somebody who has big surnames or who has big network. So that was something that was, you can say, self doubt. But then I realized that, you gain confidence when you perform, when it is acted upon, you know. So then I just started.
Hi, this is Muskan Puri, and I'm your host at Winning Brew Podcast, where we brew fresh, bold, inspiring stories just for you. Before we dive into today's episode, make sure you hit the subscribe button so that we can continue to bring such fresh, bold stories for you every time. Thanks and enjoy the video. Some women create opportunities, and some women wait for them. And yet, there are the women who build platforms so that the other women don't need to wait for them. Today, here on our podcast of Winning Brew, we have a guest who's not just any entrepreneur. From starting her journey as a civil engineer to building large multi communities for women entrepreneurs to showcase their talent, to give them visibility, and also help them generate crores of revenue in their business. She has been empowering women through decade. Hi, my name is Muskan Puri. I'm the founder of Winning Brew Podcast. And today I'm honored to be host of our guest, Siya Sheikh. Ma'am, would you be so kind enough to tell us what inspired you to help the other women out there?
First of all, thank you, Muskan, for inviting me. I think it's a privilege to share our story, our experiences that we have been working towards this journey for last 8 years now. I would say looking around the women around me that inspired me. In fact, when I started noticing women around me who are talented, who has degrees but didn't have right channel or platform to showcase their work, so something, hit me that why can't I do something for them? Since I had a background of marketing, sales, so I had experience building communities when I was in Pune. So that's how that thought came in my mind, and the seed was planted, and we just started.
Great.
Yeah.
What was your biggest doubt or challenge that you faced when you started?
I think the first one was, when the thought came that I want to do something. The second thought came in my mind, who am I to do this? The reason is because I thought it requires somebody who is well qualified, somebody who has big surnames or who has big network. So that was something that was, you can say, self doubt. But then I realized that, you gain confidence when you perform, when it is acted upon, you know. So then I just started.
You just started.
Yes.
Okay. Did you ever have a mentor when you started?
I didn't have a mentor, but I did have supporters. Like a few of my friends who were there, they did help me, they did encourage me, and they gave that push. Yes, yeah, you can do it.
Great. So you mentioned you started in marketing and sales, right?
Yes.
So did you have women that time who were more into sales and marketing and
Not really.
not really?
Not really, because marketing and sales today, also, if you ask anyone who would love to be in this segment, you would have, I think, out of 10, 8 no's,
Hmm.
you know. So,
Not that
not
many.
that many. Yeah.
Okay. And when you started out, what were some of the habits that you built which really helped you to get started with the grind of, helping the women out there? What were those habits that you made sure that you won't compromise on?
My personal habit was planning and distributing time, appropriately as per the plans,
Mhm.
and discipline, like, consistency. जो भी आपने प्लान किया हो उसको उसी टाइम पे खत्म करना.
Okay.
लाइक अगर मैंने एक मीटिंग फिक्स की है, अगर मैं 3 to 4 women को मिल रही हूँ, वो टाइम अगर मैंने दिया है, आई यूज टू मेक श्योर दैट आई रीच before time,
Yeah.
5 minutes before the time, and complete the task in the given time.
That's
So
good.
in this way, in this manner, I was able to meet many people.
Okay.
Yeah, because in a day, if you see practically, you can have max to max 3 meetings. Depends on the location, depends on the theme of the meeting, like, whom you're meeting. So basically, I wanted to meet more and more women to build a network.
Why do you think network is important?
Network is important because it multiplies skills. You meet different people who has different skills, and you need it at point, right? When you have a community, because ultimately it becomes a community. And when you have community, people with different expertise, it does help, right?
In
Today,
one's
if
business
yes,
or
because
anything, huh?
I may be good in one thing, doing one thing, you may be good doing one thing. When we come together and we collaborate, it multiplies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a ripple effects, you correct.
Yes.
So that's the power of connection, that's the power of network.
Wow. You've also founded multiple organizations like Webin, GoWomania, Go and Cart. So, what inspired you to start these? Like, was it just to help the women out there, or you had an ultimate goal in mind that you wanted to achieve?
Well, if we talk about Goa, because I back then I was in Pune for about 10 years, and then when I came back to Goa, I saw Goa was known. Even when I was in Pune, people used to tell me that Goa is more about tourism,
Beaches.
beaches, and fun, party, and all those things. So, somewhere I had in my mind that let us change that mindset. Okay, it is not just about party and fun, it is more about entrepreneurship also. It is more about women in leadership roles also. So,
Right.
something I wanted to explore and give, a different mindset, people that used to think.
Okay.
So that was another thing in my mind, and I could see very few women in business. I could see many men in business. Even when I happened to attend one of the business meets, I saw, I think, maximum men and few women. So that question again hit me, why so?
Mm.
So,
And has that changed over the past 8 years?
absolutely.
You've
If
seen
you
the numbers
see,
risen?
yes, absolutely. If you see today in Goa, the startup that has been registered, I feel we have more than 75 startups, owned by women founders.
Wow, that is a
Yes.
great achievement. Yeah.
So, and there are many who have just started also. So things have changed.
Changed.
Yes.
And going back to our previous question, the personal habits. So, one, you said that time management was quite important
True.
across time. Were there
Yeah.
any more, two or three, that really helped you shape in the start?
Well, upgrading my skills, because when you meet different person, you learn different things, right? So upgrading my skills, that was something I loved. And another thing was, see, personally, uh,
Something about
early
waking
to,
up,
yeah,
or yeah.
I was coming to that
Okay.
point, like, waking up early, yes, I would say early in a sense, like around 6 o'clock and all. And since I stay close to beach, to Miramar, and I used to go for a walk, so that was there. Even when I was in Pune, I had that habit of
Okay.
just going for a walk for 10-15 minutes, or just sitting, at a very calm place for 15 minutes, just understanding and like, knowing self,
Yeah.
like kind of self awareness.
Reflection and a consciousness.
Yes, तो वो मेरा हमेशा से रहा है. I love to give that time to myself
Wow.
every day.
Yeah. This habit, I seem to have heard, and I notice and I see videos, and this habit of waking up early in the morning and giving that time to yourself is amongst all the top achievers. And I think it's really important.
Mm.
But in today's generation, people are not able to sit calmly at one place. Their mind is so overwhelmed with a lot of knowledge that through social media and their work and stress. So, what would your message be to those people out there who are struggling to sit or give time to themselves? Like sit silently for 5 minutes. Like what helped you sit silently? Did you ever have any distractions or
Yes, of course. I mean, there are distractions around, right?
yeah.
Many. But I think, when you are self-aware person and when you know how to make use of your time, when you are conscious of knowing whom you meet or what value the surrounding adds to your life,
Mm.
then somewhere you disconnect with the noise outside.
Okay. So making up your mind
Yes,
what you want to do and where you want to go. Yeah.
exactly. In a day,
Mm.
write it down. What all you do from, let's say, as soon as you get up, 7, 8 a.m., 10 p.m. or 11 p.m., जो भी time है, write it down the course, like the things that you do every day and watch it for 1 week.
Okay.
See, is it the same thing you're doing? You will identify certain patterns, certain habits.
Okay.
When you identify certain patterns, your patterns or your habits, then you will understand, does this patterns or does this habits really help me to become the person who I want to be?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ask questions to yourself.
Mm.
Then you will be able to, sit at a calm place or analyze certain things. So it's a practice
Mm.
that makes you, I would say, perfect, right?
Yeah.
So there are certain things that we need to keep doing it every day consistently to become the best version of yourself.
Right.
It is not in just a day. Today I may give advice, but if you don't practice it, there is no result.
Absolutely. I have faced that.
Yeah.
With just 1 or 2 day doesn't help,
No,
but
doesn't
consistency
help.
helps. Yeah.
It's a journey.
It's a journey.
Yeah.
So, for any women entrepreneur who wants to start, their biggest self doubt, like even you mentioned when you started, was who am I to do it, or do I have the resources to even start? Let's say once they start, okay, uh, and then they face challenges, and then finally they end giving up, like because there are challenges. Sometimes family also doesn't support. So, what should that woman do? What would be your take if a woman is not getting support from her family, life partner, let's say, and in that case, what should her mindset look like? What helps?
See, there will be challenges, when you start your business or anything you want to, there will be, right? But I think when you are connected to community, like
Hmm.
platforms like Go
Yeah.
Woman Ya Weben and other communities, there you will find many other women who has the same story.
Okay.
Okay, you get inspired knowing, meeting, hearing their story, and asking for help.
Hmm.
I think many women, they don't come out from their comfort zone or don't ask for help.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because of the fear.
Yeah.
Okay, and I also have seen that women don't lack ability, as you said, they lack support,
Hmm.
or I would say rather in other way, it's belief system.
Belief system.
Okay. So this can happen. This can be overcome when you are connected to communities that help you, that support you, or at least they guide you. They give you the direction, that how you can achieve your goals or your desire.
Okay.
Yeah.
Le-
Staying connected.
Staying connected. So you can rely on each other, get the support. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So that's how networking
Absolutely.
really helps a lot.
Yes. Yes.
Amazing. Let's say a woman starts something
Yeah.
and then her married life or
Mm.
other factors get into the way. How does she balance it all? Like, how how do you do it? Because, you have kids and you have your work going on. So, how do you balance it?
Oh, see, time management again, Muskan, it's very, very important. You know that you have certain tasks to do in a day, and you can't ignore your family also at the same time. No matter where you reach, how famous you are, it doesn't matter. So that thought keeps you grounded that ultimately at the end of the day you have to go home, look after your child, your family. You have to go in the kitchen, clean the utensils, cook, and that is something, I take it like now, initially also. So I feel that power we have that power within.
So, it's built in.
Yes, it's built in.
Like today, I
Mm,
cannot imagine
mm.
how. I don't imagine myself being in my mom's place because she's just not managing the household. She's looking after her business and me, my tantrums, and the world also. So you're saying that I have it in me when I reach
Yes,
that future?
I got inspired and I got that power from my mom.
Okay.
I used to look at her because she used to work, 9 o'clock to 1 p.m. And she was working in an Anganwadi. So she used to manage Anganwadi children, small kids, like, and then uh, morning she used to get up around 5:30 a.m., cook or make breakfast for all of us because we were like in a joint family. And then quickly she would run to catch a bus and go for her job. And 1 o'clock she used to come back running and then start preparing food for us. By the time we reach home, 2 o'clock, the food was ready. Right after that, she used to do tailoring also. She used to go in the forest because initially हमारे जंगल में हमारे plants रहते थे, cashew nuts वगैरह,
Okay.
because I come from a very small village called Nanus in Sattari.
Okay.
So there was like domestic things काफी सारे थे
Hmm.
looking after. So वो भी चीज उसने किया है.
Okay.
राइट उसके बाद वो टेलरिंग भी करती थी. तो काफी सारी चीजें वो मैनेज कर लेती थी बिना किसी को कंप्लेन किए, खुद से.
Yeah.
वो करेज.
Courage.
हाँ, दिखता था उसका करेज सभी चीजें करने के लिए.
Hmm.
तो उसी बचपन से ही मैंने उसको मल्टीपल चीजें करते देखा है, मैनेज करते. तो वो कहीं ना कहीं थॉट मेरे में भी आ गया था कि यस, इफ शी कैन डू इट, आई कैन ऑल्सो डू इट.
Hmm.
Right?
Right. Yeah.
So, and when I went to Pune, there I was alone. My mom was not there to cook me, right? To
Yeah.
wash my clothes. And
So you
so,
manage it.
yes, so you learn certain things when
Yes.
you actually have to, when you don't have any options. You
Yeah.
do it.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe the other end we don't realize, but when it actually happens, you end up doing it. I agree with that. What's your take on women who depend financially on their partner and they lose all their dreams of career and reaching anywhere?
Actually, they are not dependent. That word dependent, I would not make use here because as a homemaker, if you see, they are the main supporter.
Yeah.
They are the, I would say, pillar.
Right.
They support their husband, their children.
Yes.
They sacrifice
Right.
just so that their children can go out and study, their husband can go out and work, aram se, and they sacrifice their desires.
Hmm.
So they are not dependent. It's not that dependent. I feel when the children or husband realize that his wife can do much better job, like she can manage the home as well as she can manage her own work. At the same time, husband also needs to have a good communication with his wife to understand the passion or the hobby that she likes to do and allow her to do that thing.
Okay.
तो
Yeah.
एक सपोर्ट की जरूरत है, दोनों हाथ जरूरी है.
Support is important.
Support is very important, and that understanding.
Yeah.
Today, if I'm able to sit here, Muskan, it's just because of my husband, late husband.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
He was the backbone for me. He used to come with me for the meetings. I still remember that my son was just 1 month old. So we used to take him along with us. And my husband and Rahish used to be in the car for an hour, more than that. And I used to finish my meeting and then come back.
Right. So good,
So
strong support
there
system.
are
Yeah.
good men,
Out there.
understanding men.
Yeah.
They do support their women in today's world.
That's great. So, what would you be your one advice for women out there who want to start something of their own but lack confidence specifically?
Why they lack confidence? Because they want to keep waiting. They keep waiting to get ready. That when I will be ready, I will be able to do it. So I want to tell here that there is no, something called readiness.
Hmm.
Okay. More than that, it is about feeling.
Okay.
It is about feeling. When you feel that, yes, I can do it, that is the time you should start. Even if it's small, even if it's messy, you should start. That start is very important.
Okay.
Doesn't matter if it's small.
Right.
Yes.
That's great. So, what would your message be to the women out there? How important is financial independence in the life of a woman?
Well, it is very important because I think more than financial independence, it is more about options. Like when you start making money, your decision making power changes,
Yeah.
right? And when you have more options, it creates power.
Hmm.
So it is highly important to be financially independent.
That's great.
Yeah.
And what would you tell a woman out there who is scared to take the first step to starting her own business?
So, see, in terms of starting own business, nobody starts with having, a powerful network or connections.
Mm.
You start with intention. That intention is very important.
Okay.
If you have right intention, you just need to start.
That's great.
Yeah.
So, for the next segment, we will be starting with a rapid fire round. We'll answer a few questions in one word or one sentence, also works. Ready?
Yes.
Great. Money or impact?
Impact.
Network or skills?
I would say network because network helps you to scale.
So, network.
Network. Yes.
Confidence or competency?
Competence. Being competent helps you to be more confident.
Great. Risk or stability?
Risk because stability is more of comfort and risk is transformative.
Collaboration or competition?
Obviously, collaborations because we rise together when we collaborate.
One word that defines women entrepreneur.
One word that
One word that defines women entrepreneur.
I think there are many. There is no one word that defines
Cannot
women.
fit into one word.
No, many, right?
Great.
Yeah.
But I would say unstoppable because once she's made her mind, yeah,
Resilient,
resilient.
courageous. There are so many adjectives that we can use.
One habit that a entrepreneur woman should develop.
Um, I think believing in self. Keep believing in yourself, no matter
Self belief.
what. Yes.
And one ideology that a woman must delete from her mind when starting out.
Um. Here I would say that thinking that if and but I may not kind of like stop thinking about negative. I would say that I may not be able to do it or I will not do it. So again, I think self doubt he had
Should be
yes
eliminated.
eliminated.
Hmm. Great.
Yeah.
Before we proceed towards the closing, I have this news or a feedback that I want to discuss. So, generally, people say that, women like to gossip and, talk and this, all of that. So, I feel that ideology, which is out there somehow, which I believe is not at all true because every person is different, their choices are different. It's not just limited to women, it can be limited to men also. But it's somehow clashing with the encouragement that women get in terms of the opportunities, or someone wants to invest in a business, and it's being led by women, somehow such type of ideologies do come, is what we are seeing out there to some extent. So since you get to network, you are leading the platforms where you collaborate with so many women entrepreneurs out there. What is your take on this?
Um, I won't go in details. I will just say one thing. Wherever you go, whoever you meet, just speak about yourself as well as others with utmost respect.
Okay.
That is what you need to do it.
Hmm.
Then automatically that gossiping and all that won't happen.
Right.
You know, give respect, take respect.
That
Simple.
is amazing. Yeah,
Yes,
that's exactly the message we want to get to our viewers out there. When they are going into that professional environment, they
absolutely.
need to embody the professional spirit and leave away the negativity behind. So, before we close, any message on this special Women's Day that you'd like to give to the women, men, anyone out there who's watching the podcast?
My message to first men is to help and support their women because they are powerful. They are built like that. If they can manage your home, your children, they can manage your work too. And for women, stop doubting yourself, your ability. You don't lack ability, you just need that right support system. If you don't get that support in the house, look it for outside, connect with the people around, attend or networking meet or connect with the communities that help and empower women across the globe.
Great. You have been recognized not just locally, nationally, but globally for the women empowerment and support and initiatives that you are, giving out there.
Yes.
So, and you're also leading the top networking groups in Goa for women, So, if anyone wants to join, how do they join? And can you please share us something we can attach to our YouTube link so that they can refer and apply to be in the networking group?
Yes, so we have two beautiful platforms. Like one is Go Womania, that's an online community on Facebook. So any women can be part of that community, provided they are staying in Goa or they are Goan. And the second one is Women, that is Women Entrepreneurs Networking Platform. So we have like three chapters, two Goa and one in Belgaum. Very soon we are starting in Maharashtra also. So if anybody wants to be part of this, please connect us on our Instagram page, that is Weben Goa. Even they can visit our website, that is webinindia.com, and there is a contact number. They can connect directly and send a message to us. We'll be happy to assist.
Great. And well, that's all for today's podcast. Thank you so much for watching at Winning Brew. And I'm sure that we are going to come up with such more amazing podcasts in our coming series. So until then, stay tuned. Thank you. We hope you really enjoyed today's video. And for us to be able to get you such inspiring stories every day, make sure that you really hit that subscribe button today and now. And also, if this video was able to help you even a little bit in any area of your life, then please do share it with someone to whom it can also make an impact. Until then, drop in your comments as well so that we get feedback from you and we're able to improve and bring in the best content, because in the end, this is all just for you. So thank you and stay tuned.